Dive log. Dr. Arin Vance, June 8th, 0400 hours. Descent sequence initiated. The Guppy has detached from the surface vessel. I'm currently passing 100 meters. Systems are green. Oxygen scrubbers are running at 98% efficiency. External pressure is negligible. I didn't tell the crew exactly where I'm going. The official flight plan says I'm doing a survey of the ridge wall at 3,000 meters, standard geological mapping. If they knew I punched the coordinates for the Challenger deep into the nav computer, they would have aborted the launch. They'd say this rig isn't rated for 11,000 meters. They're right, it's rated for 10. But the hull has a safety margin. At least that's what the manual says. I guess I'm about to find out if the engineers were optimistic. Passing 500 meters. The light is fading fast. The blue is turning into that deep, heavy indigo. It's the color of a bruise. I need to record why I'm doing this. In case the hull buckles and I end up as a smear on the ocean floor, someone needs to know it wasn't a suicide mission. It was a search. 3 days ago, the hydrophone array picked up a sound, frequency 12 Hz, extremely low. It lasted for 17 minutes. Biology shouldn't make a sound that low. Blue whales bottom out around 10 Hz, but their calls are short pulses. This was sustained. It was a drone, a mechanical rhythmic drone coming from the absolute bottom of the trench. It wasn't tectonic shifting. I know the sound of rocks grinding. This had a pattern. It had syntax. Passing 1,000 meters. Welcome to the midnight zone. Sunlight is gone. It's just me and the spotlight now. The bioluminescence is starting. Little flashes of green and blue outside the viewport. Jellyfish, lanternfish. They look like stars streaking past a warp drive. It's getting cold in here. The external temperature is dropping. The condensation is already starting to bead up on the metal walls. I can hear the hull adjusting. The metal is contracting. It makes these sharp cracks every few minutes, like a gunshot going off next to your ear. You never get used to that sound. Your brain knows it's just thermal contraction, but your lizard brain thinks the ocean is trying to crush you, which, to be fair, it is. Depth check, 4,000 meters. I'm dropping faster than I should. I took on extra ballast to speed up the descent. I want to maximize my bottom time before the batteries drain. The sonar is clear, just the empty water column below me. But the hydrophone is picking it up again. The drone. It's faint, but it's there. It's louder than it was 3 days ago. It's vibrating the water around me. I can feel it in my teeth. It's not just a sound. It's a physical sensation, a heaviness in the chest. 6,000 meters. The hull just growled, a long screeching sound of metal sliding against metal. I'm watching the pressure gauge. The needle is steady, but it's creeping up. 8,000 psi. That's an elephant standing on every square inch of this vessel. I'm turning off the external lights, just for a minute. I want to see if anything is out there in the dark. Okay, lights are off. It is absolute black. There is no concept of up or down, just void. Wait, below me, way below me, maybe 2,000 meters down, there's a light. It's not bioluminescence. It's not blue or green. It's red. A dull, pulsing red glow. It looks like a dying ember. It's fading in and out, matching the rhythm of the drone. Thrum, thrum, thrum. Nature doesn't make red light down here. Red light gets absorbed by water almost instantly. For me to see red light at this distance, the source has to be incredibly powerful, or massive. I'm turning the spotlight back on. I don't like the dark anymore. 8,000 meters. The red light is gone. Maybe I lost the angle, or maybe it turned off.
My sonar just pinged. Something big. The screen shows a hard return about 500 meters below the sub. It's not the floor. The floor is still another 2 clicks down. This is suspended in the water column. It's massive. The return signature is wider than an aircraft carrier. It's stationary, just floating there. I'm gonna slow the descent. I'm dropping ballast weights. I want to drift past this thing, whatever it is. I don't want to crash into it. Slowing down. Speed is 2 knots. I'm coming up on it. I'm staring out the viewport. The spotlight beam is cutting through the dark, but it only reaches about 50 feet. I can't see the object yet. Sonar says it's right in front of me. Distance 40 meters. I should see it. Why can't I see it? There's nothing out there. Just water and silt. Wait. The water isn't clear anymore. It's thick. It's not silt. It's slime. A thick, translucent mucus is floating in the water. It's coating the viewport. The sonar distance is dropping. 20 meters. 10 meters. I'm going to hit it. Brace for impact.
I didn't hit it. I braced for collision. I had my hand on the emergency ballast release. The sonar said 0 distance, but there was no impact, no crunch of metal. I passed right through it. Whatever that object was on the sonar, it wasn't solid. It was a cloud, a dense, suspended layer of organic particulate. I'm clearing the viewport now. The external wipers are smearing the slime off the glass. It's thick, gray, gelatinous. It looks like tissue, like I just punched through a layer of skin. Depth, 10,500 meters. I am now deeper than the safe operating limit of the Guppy. The hull integrity alarm is flashing yellow. I'm overriding it. I didn't come this far to turn back because of a sensor warning. I can see the bottom. It's coming into view of the spotlight. It's not rock. The Challenger Deep is supposed to be a wasteland of tectonic plates and gray silt. But this looks like a forest. There are structures down here. Tall, spiraling pillars rising out of the sediment. They look like vents, but they aren't smoking. They are calcified, white and porous like bone. They stretch up into the dark as far as the light can reach. I'm setting the thrusters to hover. I'm going to touch down gently. Contact. I've landed. The landing skids sank into the floor about 6 inches. The sediment is soft. I'm looking at the temperature gauge. This is impossible. The water temperature at this depth should be near freezing, 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. The external sensor is reading 15 degrees and rising. It's 18 degrees now, 20. It's warm. The water is warm. I'm scanning the bone pillars. There is movement inside them. I can see it through the pores. Something is flowing inside the rock, a black liquid pumping up through the spire. The drone sound, the low-frequency hum, it's deafening down here. My coffee cup is vibrating across the console. It's coming from under the floor. It's not a geological grind. It's a heartbeat. I swear to God, it's a rhythmic, biological heartbeat. But it's so slow. 1 beat every 40 seconds. Thrum. Silence. Thrum. I'm recording this. I'm streaming the telemetry to the surface buoy, but I don't know if the signal is punching through that cloud layer I passed. If anyone receives this, the coordinates are correct. The maps are wrong. We aren't looking at a trench. We are looking at a vent system for something living beneath the crust. Wait, did you hear that? Something just hit the hull. It wasn't a rock. It sounded metallic, a sharp ping against the titanium sphere. I'm panning the spotlight. Left, right. There. Movement. Just at the edge of the light beam. Something long and pale darted behind one of the bone pillars. It was fast, too fast for a fish. It moved like a snake or an eel, but it had limbs. I saw elbows.
I'm turning the light off. I know I said I wouldn't turn it off again. But if something is out there, I don't want to be a beacon. I'm sitting in the dark again. The red emergency lights are bathing the cabin in blood color. The pressure gauge is ticking up, 16,000 psi. The hull is groaning constantly now. Clang. There it is again. It's right outside the viewport. Something just tapped on the glass. Clang. 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 3 times. That's not an animal bumping into me. That is deliberate. That is intelligent. I'm going to put my face to the glass. I'm going to wait for a flash of bioluminescence. I need to see what is knocking. Oh my God. The red light, the one I saw from above. It's back, and it's not coming from the ocean floor. It's opening right in front of me.
It's an eye. It has to be an eye. But the scale is impossible. The red light isn't a bioluminescent lure. It's the iris. I'm looking at a pupil the size of a swimming pool. It's a vertical slit like a cat or a reptile, burning with this deep, internal magma-colored light. It's floating in the darkness just 10 meters from my viewport. It's watching me. The slit is dilating. It's focusing on the guppy. I'm freezing up. I can't move my hands to the controls. I'm just staring into it. The surface of the eye isn't smooth. It's textured. It has veins, thick black veins pulsing across the surface. And inside the pupil, inside the red light, I can see shadows swimming, like parasites living inside the fluid of the eye itself. The knocking has stopped. The thing that was tapping on the glass, I think it was just a cleaner shrimp, a parasite, just a flea living on the back of this god. My sonar is screaming. It's finally getting a return on the wall behind the eye. It's not a wall. It's a face. The sonar map is painting a picture of a head that stretches up for 200 meters. The bone pillars I landed next to, those aren't vents. Those are teeth. I parked my submarine inside its mouth. I have to move. I have to get out of the jaw radius. Initiating emergency blow. I'm dropping all weights, main thrusters to full vertical. Come on. Come on, move. The engine is whining. The prop is spinning up, but I'm not moving. The silt, the landing site, it's sticky. The skids are stuck in the sediment. Or maybe it's not sediment. Maybe it's the tongue. I'm rocking the stick back and forth, trying to shake loose. The hull is groaning. The pressure alarm is a continuous tone now. Beep. The eye blinked. A massive, nictitating membrane, a translucent eyelid just slid across the red light. It moved sideways, fast. The water displacement from the blink just hit me. A shockwave of water slammed into the sub. Crack. Warning. Cabin pressure loss. Warning. I can hear it. A high-pitched hiss. A needle-thin jet of water is spraying into the cabin from the main hatch seal. It's misting the air instantly. The water is hot. It's scalding hot. I'm stuck. I'm leaking. And the teeth around me, the bone pillars, they are moving. They are closing in. The jaw is shutting. I have one option. The thermal flare. I have a magnesium emergency flare in the external launcher. It's meant to signal rescue. If I fire it point blank into the eye, maybe it flinches. Maybe the shock makes it open its mouth. Or maybe it just gets angry. I'm arming the flare, targeting the red light. God, it's so bright. It's like staring into a dying star. I can feel the heat radiating through the glass. 3, 2, 1. Fire. Direct hit. The flare struck the center of the pupil. It didn't just burn, it detonated. The magnesium reaction underwater created a massive steam bubble instantly. The light was blinding, white hot. The creature screamed. It wasn't a sound, it was a shock wave, a pressure wave of pure rage slammed into the guppy. The hull is ringing like a struck bell. My ears just popped. I can taste blood in my mouth. The jaw, the bone pillars, they didn't close. They threw themselves wide open. The creature is thrashing. It's blinded. I'm free. The turbulence knocked the landing skids loose. I'm blowing the tanks, full ascent. I'm dumping everything. Sample arm, batteries, external cameras. I'm dropping it all to get lighter. I'm rocketing up. The G-force is pushing me into the seat. Depth, 9,000 meters. 8,000. I'm rising too fast. The hull is compromised. If I ascend this quickly, the metal fatigue might unzip the sphere. But I don't care. I'd rather implode than be eaten. The leak is worse. The spray is a solid stream now. The cabin is filling with steam. The electronics are sparking. The smell of ozone is choking me. I'm looking at the rear camera feed, the only one I have left. The cloud, the gray slime layer, it's churning. Something is rising out of the cloud. It's following me. It's not the giant. The giant is too big to leave the trench floor. It's the parasites, the pale, eel-like things with the arms. There are hundreds of them, a swarm of white shapes swarming up through the dark, chasing the spotlight beam. They are fast. They are gaining on me. Depth, 6,000 meters. One of them just latched onto the landing skid. I felt the thud. I can hear it crawling up the side of the hull. I can hear claws scraping on that titanium. It's looking for a way in. It's at the viewport. Oh God, it's not an eel. It's humanoid. It has a face. It's translucent, pale, with no eyes, just a mouth full of needle teeth. It's pressing its face against the glass, gnashing its teeth at me. It's attacking the glass. It's slamming its forehead against the porthole. Thud, thud. The glass is thick. It can take the pressure of the ocean, but can it take this? I'm diverting power to the whole electrification grid. It's a defense mechanism for sharks. I don't know if it will work on this thing. Zapping the hull in 3, 2, 1. Pause. Sound of electrical discharge. It fell off. It convulsed and drifted away into the dark. But there are more of them. The sonar screen is just a wall of noise. They are swarming beneath me. I need to get to the surface. I need sunlight. They hate the light. Depth, 4,000 meters. The leak is spraying directly onto the comms panel. I'm losing telemetry. The radio is dead. I'm alone. Wait, the ascent alarm. I'm slowing down. Why am I slowing down? I'm checking the vertical velocity. I was doing 5 meters per second. Now I'm doing 2. Something has grabbed the sub from below. I'm feeling a pull, a heavy, dragging weight on the tail. I'm checking the rear camera. It's a tentacle, a black, vein-covered tendril, thick as a tree trunk, has shot up from the darkness. It's wrapped around the engine housing. It's pulling me back down.
I'm dropping. It's pulling me down. Depth, 5,000 meters, 5,500. The engine housing is buckling. I can hear the titanium struts snapping like twigs. If that tentacle crushes the battery array, the lithium will explode and turn this coffin into a bomb. I have one chance, just one. The Guppy has a dead man switch, explosive bolts on the rear collar. It's designed to jettison the engine section in case of a reactor leak. If I fire it, I lose propulsion, I lose power, I lose life support, but I lose the tail. I'm arming the bolts. The safety cover is jammed. Come on! Got it. It's armed. I'm sorry, Guppy. 3, 2, 1, detach! Boom! The shockwave just slammed my head against the viewport. I'm spinning. I'm spinning so fast I can't focus. But I'm rising. The G-force is crushing my chest. The tail section and the thing holding it is sinking back into the dark. I'm going up like a cork. Without the weight of the engine, the sphere is too buoyant. I'm ascending at 10 meters per second. It's too fast. My blood, nitrogen bubbles, the bends. I can't breathe. My vision is tunneling. White spots. Don't pass out, Arin. Don't. Air. I'm breathing air. I'm alive. I'm looking at the depth gauge. 0. I'm on the surface. My head is splitting open. My left arm is numb. Definitely the bends. But I'm alive. The viewport is covered in foam. I can see sunlight. Beautiful, blinding sunlight hitting the glass. The condensation inside is dripping on my face. I'm drifting. The sea state is calm. I'm trying the radio. Mayday! Mayday! This is deep submersible vehicle Guppy. I have surfaced. I require immediate medical evac. Over. Static. Mayday! Is anyone on this channel? Static. I'm wiping the condensation off the glass. I'm trying to see the horizon. There's a ship. Thank God. It's the support vessel, the Monarch. They're maybe 500 yards out. They must have tracked my emergency beacon. Monarch, this is Vance. I see you. I'm popping the hatch. Prepare for retrieval. They aren't responding. I'm looking at the ship through the zoom lens on the scope. It's listing. It's tilting to the port side. There's no smoke, no fire, but the deck is wrong. The white hull of the ship isn't white anymore. It's covered in something gray, something moving. It's the slime, the cloud from the bottom. It didn't stay in the trench. When I punched through it, when I ascended, the wake pulled it up with me. I created a slipstream. I'm zooming in on the bridge of the Monarch. The windows are smashed out. There are people on the deck, the crew. They're standing at the railing, just standing there, facing the ocean, facing me. They aren't waving. They're walking. They're stepping over the railing, one by one, dropping into the gray sludge that surrounds the ship. The water around my sub is starting to bubble. The parasites, the white eels, they survive the pressure change. They're surfacing all around me, thousands of them. Their pale faces are breaking the surface, gasping for air. I thought I escaped. I thought I left it down there. But I didn't escape. I was the carrier. I unlocked the door. Someone is opening the hatch. Welcome home, Arin.